Day 15 as Becky. The mirror still triggered a gag reflex. My reflection was a landscape of flesh. Rolls of fat cascaded down my frame. My skin was dark and slick with oil. Greasy bangs hung in matted clumps, completely obscuring my left eye. The right eye wasn't doing much better. The cheek meat pushed up so high it reduced my vision to a narrow, blurry slit. I splashed cold water on my face, trying to scrub away the feeling of foreign skin, and scrambled for the door. Honey, breakfast. Susan, Becky's mom, hobbled after me. Her bad leg dragged across the pavement as she tried to shove a plastic grocery bag filled with food into my hands. I skidded to a halt, grabbed the bag, stuffed it into my backpack, and sprinted for the bus stop. Sprint might be a generous word. Becky stood 5'6" and weighed nearly 220 pounds. I pushed every muscle to its limit, but my pace barely exceeded a fast walk. A simple jog felt like dying. My heart slammed against my ribs like a trapped bird. My chest tightened. Oxygen refused to enter my lungs. How did Becky survive gym class without cardiac arrest? I squeezed onto the bus, my oversized t-shirt already plastered to my back with sweat. Excuse me, sorry. I collapsed into the very last seat. The guy sitting by the window immediately recoiled. He pinched his nose, his face twisting in exaggerated disgust. I knew him. He was one of my orbiters. For the last 3 months, he had spent every morning trying to hand-deliver gourmet breakfasts to me, to Fallon. But now, he pressed himself against the cold glass, terrified that my arm might graze his hoodie. God, you reek. Disgusting. Becky's body was a furnace. It was summer, and I was drowning in my own perspiration. I looked down. Dark, wet patches had already bloomed on the collar and armpits of my yellow shirt. I shrank into myself, pulling my shoulders in, trying to occupy zero space. No wonder Becky wore a jacket even in July. Tears pricked my eyes as I remembered the whispers, the locker room giggles I used to ignore. I wiped my face. I had to fix this. Before I got my body back, I was going to help Becky shed this weight. The panic attacks were finally subsiding. 2 weeks in this heavy, foreign body, and the screaming in my head had quieted to a dull roar. I owed that sanity to Becky, specifically, the real Becky, currently living her best life in my sculpted, size 0 body. She texted me constantly, reassuring me, "We will fix this, Fallon. Just hold on. We are in this together." Warmth unfurled in my chest. I used to look right through her. Becky was the ghost of the hallway, the girl who ate alone in the bathroom stalls, the smudge on the pristine glass of our elite academy. If I, Fallon, was the untouchable moon high above, Becky was the mud everyone wiped their boots on. But under that silence, she was